me to play devil's advocate for a second.
You want smoke? I'll bring the matches.
When it comes to pop culture and fun, we're the whole meal.
Oh, guess what day it is? It's Friday. Welcome to Side Dish. You already know the vibes. I am Headkrack, the author of the brand new album Microdose and Microdose Plus, wherever you're stealing your music from. In the center square, we have the author of the future to release book, Bad Advice for Bad Bitches, the one and only Claudia Jordan. And you've seen this man on TV shows for the last like 15, 20 years, and he got some dope things coming down the pipeline too. He also has like movies that are going viral. The one and only Thomason, the gang is all here. How y'all doing?
Oh, I'm very accomplished. I like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to make people respect on our name.
Well, you know, as a NAACP award nominee, I like to be amongst my peers. So yes, so I'm glad to be with people that are, you know, fit the bill. Yes, you made the cut.
Distinguished folks. Distinguished. Man, what y'all getting into this weekend?
I got no plans, but I know Jasmine Crockett's doing a rally out here in Beaumont, Texas. I'm going to see how far that is from Dallas now that I got my weekend freed up. And also Jane Kennedy is coming to town, so I definitely want to go by her book signing. I definitely have loved her since I was a little kid. I kind of want to play her in a movie one day.
I loved her for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, very cool.
You know what, Headkrack, I know the reasons we speak of.
Yeah, it's good. You got to have a couple reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Give me the reasons, but you get into, Tanner.
I'm super excited. I've done this a couple times now. I'm hosting the pre-show red carpet for the King Center's Beloved Community Awards. This is tomorrow. It's going to be a live stream. I don't have all the details yet, so check in with my social media. I'll be posting stuff about it and try to give everybody a link where they can watch it live. I'm super
very
excited.
Nice. All right.
Look at us being busy. I'm speaking
things.
at something, but I don't have the details in front of me. But just know I'm gonna be outside. Look, follow
well,
me.
You've been on 25 words all week.
Yeah, and I used all 25 words.
That's like the perfect show for you because you're such a wordsmith. You really are. Really
Claudia, I have so much fun on that show, and like as they get ready for the next season, I'm gonna link y'all up. Like I
love that show. Thank you.
I think you'll kill on there. But listen, man, we got so much to dive into. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up to Sus waving at you? We see you. What's going on with Jilly from Philly?
Jilly it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have my. Okay. Wait, hold on, you guys.
Get your Jilly from Philly.
I don't have it right.
Well, cool. We'll be diving for you. Well, Jill Scott dropped some wisdom on working and life stages while talking to Angie Martinez. Check this out.
So the plan is, well, it was and still is, that you work hard in your 20s, you work smart in your 30s, you work how you want to in your 40s, you work when you want to in your 50s, and you work if you want in your 60s. That came really early, and that's the way that I'm planning my life.
Wow.
Yeah, so far, so
somebody
good.
told you?
No.
Taught you? You came to you in your brain?
It came to me.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, that's how I want it. Just like that. So this is what it is. I'm working when I want to, and it feels really good to be able to do it.
That's amazing.
Living a life like it's golden.
All right. I like, you know what? She's a very knowledgeable and wise woman. I'm with that. I agree with her 100%. I think she got it all figured out. I really do. I'm with Chili from Philly on this one.
And she's built such a road for herself, right? Like, you know, like when you have the catalog that you have, you low-key don't even have to make the new songs, even though we would listen to them, right? But like she has such a dope catalog to where she could still tour off that body of work forever. People will show up to see her perform those songs. And there's just something about her frequency, man, that just makes you think that no matter what she's saying, she's making love to you.
She got that presence. I love it. I'm jealous. I feel like I worked stupidly, like not efficiently, not good, not that I worked excessively, stupidly. I worked stupidly in my 20s. I started to work seriously in my 30s, and I seriously think I'm going to have to work into my 60s. That's what I think.
I can identify. What? And it wasn't even that I worked stupidly in my 20s. Worked really hard, and yeah. And now I still have to work as hard as I worked. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I love it. I love it. Like, even if I had billions of dollars, I still feel like I wouldn't be one of those people who, like, you know, like just fell back on their laurels and just chilled and you wouldn't see them no more. I feel like I would always have to be doing something in a creative space because that is my zen spot. You know what I mean? I like doing this, man. Like I get excited. Like when people be like, yo, wrap it up, B, show's over. I'll be like, oh man. This laptop walks off.
I like working hard. I just want the money to reflect the hard work that I've been doing for 30 years. I feel like this business, you have to like demand raises, which is so hard. You know, it's not like, oh, you've been here for 30 years. Let's just give it to you. You have to like still fight for it. It's like sometimes the money doesn't match the hard work. And then sometimes you get a gig for something that you're like, wait, you're paying me that much for that little bit of work? And it's crazy. Like you just never know. So yeah.
Yeah. It's sometimes it's what do they call that? It's ego deflating. I get paid a lot to not rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, come host this thing. We'll give you $15,000. Like, word? I just gotta be there for 45 minutes, really? And they'll be like, yo, I'm trying to do a show. Like, how much is your fee? Yo, we got $500, fam.
Someone hit me with a $500 gig the other day, and I was like, that's beginner. That's 30 years ago. What time I gotta be there?
It's real in the field. Well, yo,
right.
Ted, I know in the history of this show, brother, we have talked about how many a gang of black sitcoms on Side Dish, and some of them you were familiar with, and some of them I was shocked that you were hearing about for the first time. So we're going to serve you your first slice of iconic black TV pie. Now, the show in question is Good Times, all right? And now the scene that we're going to show you is the one where Penny gets reprimanded for disobeying her mother. Now, for the times, this scene was very jarring and was worthy of an ABC after-school special. Take a look.
Didn't I tell you to come straight home from school?
Yes, Mama.
But you disobeyed me, didn't you?
Yes, Mama.
You make me very unhappy, Penny. And you know what happens to children that make their mamas unhappy. I locked it. I knew that would be the first place you tried to hide.
Please, Mama, I promise I won't be a bad girl anymore. Please, I won't be a bad girl anymore. Please, I promise. Please.
Man. And that's where she would go, give me a beat. And the Nasty Boys would come on.
What happened to her?
Yo, mother beat the brakes off her, burned her with an iron.
What?
Yeah.
And that wasn't even a season finale. That was just like in the middle of the season, something that happened.
You saw the special effects, meaning the Band-Aid on the forehead. That means that there was a history of abuse. So something had been going on. So yeah.
This is a sitcom? This is a comedy about a kid getting burned with an iron?
Well, that's not what the whole show was about, but like there was a few episode arc where like, you know, it was about like her trying to get away from her mom, and then the next door neighbor Walona had to fight for custody, and then like crazy things like a few episodes later, maybe in the following season, Penny's mom came back and tried to like throw a fake party at Walona's house so she would lose custody of Penny so she could get her back. Yo, it was a wild batch of episodes. And the crazy things, you can watch Good Times right now, fashion sense aside, and a lot of that stuff, the messages, the things that people were going through, it still hits today. And if that mom looks familiar, that's the mother of Kim Fields. Her name is Chip Fields. And let's take a look at how, Chip explained to Kim how she and Janet nailed that scene.
And get called in to do this iconic role as a part of this major storyline that they were going to do on Good Times about child abuse. Stop, put it down for a minute.
Oh.
What I remember is that you and Janet worked so hard on that episode.
On the first day of the rehearsal, my mom, after rehearsal, she said she could learn so much from you. And I said, well, let me ask you something. Would you trust me to at least have Janet stay with me for the weekend? And we could work together on the project. And she said, that would be amazing, or something to that effect. We worked on it, and Janet sat down. And I said, I know you don't like to cry. She would get a little tickled because it was such an unnatural thing to just cry on cue. And so I said, I want you to go into the closet in our house. We're rehearsing. And I don't want you to come out of that closet until you have thought about something that would bring you to that kind of tear. So she went in the closet and she came out, and I'm turned this way. She said, Mom, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Then she made me act better.
Yes.
Because become an iconic piece of history that I can't imagine ever doing that without that moment from her.
Yes.
It was brilliant.
I can't hear.
Wow.
Yo, it was so wild how he flashed to Joe Jackson real quick because he looked like you're doing it wrong.
I think that's why she cried.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also crazy.
Yeah, him-
She had the iron on lock, had the iron ready to go.
Yeah, like was mid press. You know what I'm saying? And you know what happens.
Dang.
Man. Like, what's the worst beating y'all ever got?
My mom used to slap me in the mouth a lot for talking back. And then lo and behold, can you imagine me talking back? And it didn't stop me. And here I am on Side Dish with you, lovely gentleman, working.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no reboot or reset. Like it none of it worked. It made you tougher, more durable.
She would slap me up. I was like 17. Like, I was like damn near a senior in high school on the way to school. And she'd say something and she'd just like driving with one hand and the other hand. I'm like, so when I go to school, I'm riled up, ready to fight when I get to school. And then, you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I relate to Penny.
We were a belt family up until the point where, like, I think I might have still been single digits, or maybe I was like 12 or something like that. And I'll never forget one time Mom tried to get me with the belt, and I just took it like a champ, and like it didn't affect me anymore. And then we didn't use a whole lot of belt anymore after that. That was kind of the end of that chapter. Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, I was like a one and done with my beatings. I only got one beating ever, and it was because I went down. So we used to live in this building in the Bronx, Tracy Towers, and on the second floor there was a soda machine, and I went down while my mom was on the phone because I was trying to get her attention, and she wasn't paying attention. So I took the soda was at that time 35 cents, so I took 2 dimes, 10 pennies, and a nickel, and then when I was putting the change in there, the security guard named George, he's like, "Hey, your mom know you down here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he buzzed upstairs like, "Yo, Miss Ruffin, you know your son's down here?" She's like, "Can you bring him up, please?" Yo, as soon as she opened the door, like she swung for me and I duck under it. And then I tried to dive over the bed and then crawl under the bed. And she pulled me out by my feet and then like slammed me on the bed. 60 Minutes was on. And while she started beating me, they was going to break. And you know when they go to break on 60 Minutes, they show that clock. To this day, I don't watch 60 Minutes.
Dang. Nice.
That's all I needed. I'm one and done.
One is wow. Mine didn't stick for some reason. Any tools? The wooden spoon, belts, anything else? My mom's Italian, so I got here the wooden spoon. Any other weapons you guys get?
The big one from the wall?
No, just because when she broke it in half one day, she got mad at me for breaking the spoon. I'm like, don't abuse me with the spoon.
Yeah, I definitely got my mouth cleaned out with soap one time. That's for sure. Oh yeah. One time I think it was like get your own switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been told to go out in the yard to get your own switch? That happened one time. For sure.
Your mama black.
Yeah.
Your mama is the name, the switch. Like, white women don't do that. That's a black woman thing.
Yo, fam,
it was the early 80s in the pseudo South.
But still, Tanner, I have never heard, I've never had any of my white friends tell me that their mom made them go get their own switch. Like, you either getting put in a corner, you know what I'm saying? You gonna lose privileges.
I was put in the corner. I was definitely put in the corner.
You. I think your mama has something to tell you.
Yeah.
Tanner, you might be one of us. I think that changes whose cousin is it?
Oh man, what a revelation. What a revelation. All right, moving on. Well, hey guys, big shocker in the sports world today, or yesterday, the NFL specifically, because Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin stepped down after 19 seasons with the Steelers. We're going to take a quick look at how it went down.
Down from his role after 19 seasons with the franchise. Now, shortly after the news broke, Tomlin releasing a statement that read in part, "I also want to thank Steelers Nation. Your passion, loyalty, and high expectations represent what makes this franchise truly special. Coaching in Pittsburgh is unlike anywhere else, and I will always take great pride in having been a steward of this team." Steelers president Art Rooney II also releasing a statement. He said in part, "It's hard for me to put into words the level of respect and appreciation I have for Coach Tomlin. His track record of never having a losing season in 19 years will likely never be duplicated."
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Why is he stepping down? Did he like? He's so. I would love to see. He looks so young still, like 19 seasons. But damn, I'm kind of sad. I want to keep him around.
Yeah, I think it's just wanting to do something else. Being a head coach of an NFL team takes up a lot of your time, and I think it's just wanting to do something else with his life right now. A couple quick interesting facts here. He's the most successful black head coach in NFL history. He led the Steelers to a Super Bowl victory at 36 years old, which makes him the youngest black coach to do so. And then he is also the longest tenured and winningest black coach in NFL history. He also had some pretty fun exchanges and quotables with media and other players. Let's take a quick look at that.
Tweeted out that he wants to return to the Steelers and he'll play for free. Any thoughts on that?
Wow. Mike, what is your reaction to potentially playing 13 straight weeks, and how tough will that be physically?
We do not care. Aggressive mindset. I might assume you weren't going to go for it there on fourth down. Be trying. We'll never know, will we? You know I'm a degenerate. How many times have you seen that?
Take this off of me. Make sure you got it. Yeah, get this off of me. Yep. All right. Oh, man, you mic'd up. Shut up. Oh,
Any team that may reach out to the Steelers to gauge interest or availability in your services?
I have no message. Save your time.
Wow. Yeah. I was doing a little research on it, and I guess the Steelers technically retain options for his time as a head coach for a little while. That's kind of what it seems to be from the stuff that I've read, is they still, if he wanted to coach, he's got to take a little break before he coaches anywhere else. But he also hasn't indicated that he wants to coach anywhere else.
Damn, he's funny. I like him.
Yeah, I've never seen any of these outtakes or excerpts from any of his interviews. Like, my only takeaway is like, yo, he looked like Omar Epps, or the other way around, right? Like, that's all I had, but sometimes you get to the point where like you have enough money and you, like the same thing we spoke about earlier, he worked really hard in his 20s and 30s, and you got to a point where like you can enjoy the rest of your life. Because when you grind the pavement and be under that kind of pressure and then get results, because some people work hard to get the results he was already getting, and only thing you could do is get to the point where it's like, damn, man, them first 19 years was great, but them last 7, you know what I mean? So get out while the food still smell good, right?
Yeah.
Damn, I want to know how it feels to be able to walk away from the money.
Man, like I did it, and then I realized, I should have stayed in the money a little bit longer.
Same. Well, hey.
It's like confessional episode of Side Dish today. Like, very strange, man.
Could have been records.
Well, listen, man, it's time for Run Into the Comments. Give it a run. Give it a run.
I always think that first lady is like dancing on a pole in that graphic.
She's not. I thought it was. She's not. She's just running with a pole behind her.
Next to the thing, and it looks like a pole.
Maybe she's running away from her past on the pole.
Oh, it's a metaphor. She used to be a stripper, and now she's trying to move on to better things. Well, history just got a 3D upgrade because Harvard researchers dropped a new digital model of Mansa Musa, the 14th century king who basically invented wealth. Now, the renderings aren't photos, but they're built on medieval accounts and forensic tech to show how he might have looked, and the comments thought he resembled someone we all know.
Wait, hold up.
A man who shouldn't have all that power.
And listen, really? Is this a joke?
Yeah, no. Like, hey, listen, man. The comments did not disappoint. Someone simply said, "Y'all finna get him started." Another one said, "He's finna use this as an album cover," and he should. I can't prove it, but he funded this effort. Somebody else said, "I love us because we all know we're thinking the exact same thing collectively." When this first popped up, I mean, like we all like was in agreement. It's like, yo, it looks like
I mean,
that
that's
looks
him.
like Kanye.
Yeah, before he got shot in the mouth.
Is that what the word of the street was? It wasn't a car accident?
He get shot? Oh, I'm sorry. Car accident, whatever. Shot in the
That's
mouth.
what he said. He got shot in the mouth.
I
thought you had like some underground tea.
More.
Man. But everybody has a doppelganger. Sometimes they live in the same time that you are, and sometimes they're historical.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be pretty amazing to be like to get that. That's kind of like an honor though. Like I wouldn't even be mad at him if he used that because I would.
Oh, absolutely. He has to use it. He's got to use it in something. Surely. How many people you think have sent that to him already? Like everybody he knows.
Yeah, like all of them. I'm super tagged in the post, whatever place posted this thing. I'm sure it's like mad at yay.
And he's been quiet for a while, so he's due to pop up.
Well, it's gonna get him started again, man. Well, shout out to Yeezus, man. It's been a minute. Well, listen, after the break, man, we got an ill convo, man. I got a chance to chop it up with the stars of the brand new movie Night Patrol, and did a white man stop comedian Godfrey's SNL dreams? All that in 2 minutes. Welcome back. So I know we got flick picks later on the show, but they let your boy outside virtually. And I got a chance to chat with Jermaine Fowler, Freddie Gibbs, RJ Cyler, Nicki Micheaux, and CM Punk, stars of the brand new horror flick Night Patrol that's in theaters tonight. Check this out.
What is this? They shot your sister. I think it was Night Patrol.
You guys are special. I want to be a part of that. When are you gonna let me in on the big secret around here? You want in, Night Patrol? This is it. What the? What did you do to me?
They vampires.
So, like, let's just say if you hopped in an elevator with somebody and you had to give the elevator pitch to what this movie is and it is about, what would you say?
Oh, I'm awful at that.
A high-octane vampire movie about Bloods and Crips.
The Crips and Bloods come together to take care of some badass cops, bad apples.
It's like this genre smash. You know, it feels very much like Colors and Lost Boys kind of, you know, like held hands and got struck by lightning and created this new Frankenstein.
There's a lot of beliefs in this film that to the uninitiated would seem very far out there. What is something that you was told as a kid that sounded crazy that actually turned out to be true?
Well, my mama told me we were gonna have a black president one day, and we did it.
Listen, growing up in Chicago, there's always like this lore, this horror lore. There was Resurrection Mary, and there was like, I think there's the Mothman in Chicago. So it's just like you hear these urban legends so to speak, and to kind of dig into all of them and find out that a lot of them are rooted in reality. They're not just ghost stories.
My daddy told me all girls ain't nice when I was younger. He told me that, yo. And I was like, and then my mom tried to back him up and say, baby, he being honest. And I'm like, no, she likes me.
This movie hangs on some really interesting corners, and it's a lot of repeat themes. One of them is about an animal. What is the most unusual animal that you've seen with your own eyes in real life?
I like this conversation. Thank you for this conversation, by the way.
No problem. Here for it.
It has to be the possum. Only because I live in the woods now, and so we get a lot of possums here, and a lot of possums I think are dead, but I learned that they play dead. They're not actually deceased, and that's their defense mechanism. And they creep me out because their teeth are so sharp, and they look so vicious, and they have all these weapons, but they don't choose to use them. They just play they just play dead.
Probably would have been my dog, Larry. He's so crazy looking. He looked like a little werewolf, you know.
Mountain lion.
Yeah.
But one of the undomesticated mountain lions. So
Yeah.
I did a project in Kananaskis, Canada, right? And so it's a resort that's up there. So while we were filming, we were in our cast van driving. We thought it was a horse, but then they took us to our back to our resort. Like we were headed to set. They turned around, took us right back and said, we can't leave until they get this mountain lion, kind of away, because they don't kill mountain lions out there. They just like relocate them or make the area calm until they leave.
Wow.
It was very scary to see something like that. I was like, is that a liger? He's walking across the... Because them the biggest cats that I've ever seen.
Man, I'm from the projects. I see some pit bulls that'll you up. I done seen some puppy pit bulls that killed some mailmen. Real
No. Oh, no. That's hilarious.
Out of everybody that in the cast, who do you think, name 3 people who you feel like are most likely to survive a night patrol scenario in real life?
I say RJ because he's from Jacksonville, and I truly think that's a superpower in itself. He's already survived Florida. I say YG because of the homies. Because he wouldn't have to lift a finger. I think YG got too much. He got too much respect. I think he'd have an army that would just stress out the vampires. To be honest.
Yeah, I felt like he was the only person in the movie that didn't necessarily have a script. He's like, nah, this is what YG would do.
I think he just brought so much to the role, and YG, Freddie brought so much to the role, and Lotus, like they brought so much to those 3 characters that like really, if they get a spinoff like a TV show, I would watch that, bro. Like them 3 together was magic, man. I love watching their scenes together.
I feel like it's for all their outlandishness and comic relief moments. I feel it's got to be Freddie, YG, and Flying Lotus. Like that trio on screen. I love that group so much. Like I think those 3 would probably survive.
Oh, I'm definitely surviving.
Nicki.
That's right.
Nicki would fight, to survive. Quasi would use his logic and be like, you know what? It's more than him.
And Bornelius don't give a he just go out with a blade. He don't
gonna
care.
die first.
He just want to get into action.
Yeah.
He's not going out alone, that's for sure.
If there was a conspiracy that you would like to start before you left right now, what would that conspiracy be?
Oh, that's a good one. What conspiracy would I start? That possums are immortal. I would start that. They can't die.
That we not the only living species on Earth, right? Other than animals. The world is so vast and huge, right? That we have multitudes of things that we don't know. There's things that we have been shown from the last few years, right? With AI technology, a lot more things can be discovered, right? I know for sure there's another species of being that shares Earth with us, for sure.
Nah, but I believe it's real vampires for real though, real talk. Like it might be a society, like RJ was saying, there's other things living out there. So I think it could either be a vampire or something.
Honestly, it would explain some shit.
We keep making all these films. We ain't making these films for nothing.
A squid is an alien that we eat. That's it.
Yo, have you ever like looked at a praying mantis and like how it holds the way like that thing ain't from here?
God is too creative. We just the only ones that can talk to us. You feel me? Like, because we can communicate.
Yeah, man.
Night Patrol is in theaters on January 16th. Everybody be sure to support that. Put your dollar behind the energy and don't be bootlegging. Word. Shout out to the cast, man. Everybody was really super cool, man.
Well done. That was a fun interview. I like random questions like that. Like not just about the movie, but other things. I think that was well done.
Thank you so
well
much.
done.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all, man. Go support that film, man.
All right, moving on. Godfrey recently opened up about a moment that stayed with him for years. The time he auditioned for SNL. Thought he killed it, but didn't make the cast. Fast forward years later, and he got some unexpected closure. Let's take a look.
For SNL. 98, they say 4 characters, 4 impersonations. I did 5. I got a standing ovation, and I never got chosen. I didn't even make it to the second round. Really? Didn't know why, but think about it. You think you might be the next Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Even my manager was like, oh, we didn't know you were going to do that well. Then I didn't get a call back. Nothing. Daryl Hammond comes up to me at the Cellar. Hey, Godfrey, man, I've been wanting to talk to you for a minute, you know. Yeah, I wanted to give you some closure on, remember when you auditioned for SNL in 98 at the comedy show? So, yeah. I was sitting right next to Lauren Michael when you did that standing O, blah, blah. He goes, you were a no-brainer. But they didn't want to see that shit. They didn't want to see you take over like Eddie. He said, I'm being honest with you as a straight white male who's been on there for a long time. They didn't want to see that happen again.
Wow. Are we shocked by what Godfrey found out? And can you imagine finding out the thing that would have given you a big break back like sooner?
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing too is like, I mean, there's a lot of people who made it on SNL who were, you know, Godfrey level, slightly beyond. I mean, like, shoot, even Chris Rock had a run on there, but they didn't know what to do with him. You know what I mean? So, like, sometimes, you know, the thing that you think might be your biggest blessing could have been a curse had you got it, you know. And granted, it would have definitely elevated his name faster. But imagine being too good to get the job that you want, which I know happens a lot. But damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was doing the math a little bit. I think he might have been 26, 27, 28 years old, somewhere in there, because I think he's 56 now, and it's not quite 30 years ago, so maybe 28 years old. I hate this mentality on Lorne Michaels' part. I hate the idea that somebody could be too big, because to me that's like lightning in a bottle. Like the best thing I feel like you could get is somebody who's too big. Maybe you don't keep them for 8 years. Maybe they don't stick with you for that long, but you got something really special and you can put those talents on display for the whole world. The Saturday Night Live audition is mostly impressions. Like Chris Rock is a brilliant comedian, but I don't think any of us would say Chris Rock is a gifted impressionist. But we know that Godfrey certainly can. And so for him to show up and do 5, the other thing about the Saturday Night Live auditions is that they're notoriously quiet. Notoriously, it's a whole room full of people and they're watching you audition, and notoriously nobody laughs. Nobody gives you anything. And for him to get a standing ovation is unheard of.
Yo, I would do that audition, and if nobody laughed, like while the next person is performing after me, you would hear a pistol go off in the distance. And I'd be feeling myself because, like, you know, for that to be a thing that you want, because I want to do SNL. I don't know if I want to be I don't want to be a cast member because I heard it's a very like stressful environment to be in. But I would love to be famous enough to host an episode of SNL and be one of those people, musical guest even, you know what I mean? Like, throw it into the universe. Hopefully it comes back, man. Have you ever thought about doing, because you funny as hell, Claudia. You ever thought about being on an ensemble comedy thing?
I used to be funny back before I did more television. I feel like when I was doing more radio, I was able to just let it rip. And I feel like I've toned it all the way down because of TV. And I miss those days, like being on the radio with Jamie Foxx. I mean, when I tell you the heavy hitters used to come in there and be like, who are you? Like, you know, and it was such I miss comedy, like edgy comedy. But I think the kind of comedy that I like is too dark and edgy and too cancelable. So if we get back to the 80s type of environment, then I would flourish.
Word.
Yeah.
What about you, Tanner? Like, you ever like SNL, Mad TV?
Oh my gosh.
Any of that stuff?
Man, that's the whole reason I got into this stuff in the beginning. At the very beginning with Saturday Night Live, I was definitely one of those people who was like, "Oh, I want to be on Saturday Night." That was like where it all started for me. I got to send in a tape in 2020 because I filmed, because they weren't doing a whole lot of in-person stuff. Like eventually you could get called in if you got called up. But I got to send in a tape one year, and that was just exciting to get to do. A couple impressions, and that's kind of a check on your ability to do impressions and then your writing. But yeah, nothing ever came from it.
What was your go-to impression?
See, that's the thing is, like, I had like a couple, like I did Schwarzenegger, I did a Malkovich, I had like an original, like conservative guitar player singing his heart out. I had a couple things that I did. Yeah.
I had an experience like Garfield one time, well, similar, not to that level, but it was a new show called The Live Sex Show, and it was like a male host. They already had decided on their male host. It was a comedian, but I'd never heard of him. And I went in there, and I you know when you had an audition where you're like, yo, I killed that. I know I killed it. Like, it's mine. Anyways, they said that I overshadowed the host. Yeah. They picked somebody else. Then the show never made it out of. They did a pilot, and then it faded away. And I'm like, you lose a gig because you're better than the person they picked to pair you up with. And he was the one that, what I was told, was like, no to her. He wanted to be like shiny. You know how that ego stuff goes in the business. Like, be good, but don't be too good.
Not that good.
48 laws of power. Never outshine the master, they say.
Rule number one.
You know what I'm saying? Boo.
Rule number one.
All right, well, after the break, what you got, bro?
No. Well, okay, I'm going to take it. All right, after the break, we got Photo Shoot Friday, and we got ourselves some flick pics. We're going to see you guys back here in 2 minutes. My gosh, you guys, welcome back to Side Dish. All right, you know what it is. It's time for Photo Shoot Friday, where we judge and crown the best celebrity photo shoots of the week. First up is Creed and his and her star, Tessa Thompson, giving us a little old school Hollywood glam for W Magazine.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, pretty.
Let's go, TT.
Hey, legs.
Word.
Very pretty.
I like Tessa Thompson.
Yo, and she got like 2 killer projects out right now. There's like body and everything moving.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Just good. Okay. All right. Coming in next is rapper turned country singer Jelly Roll, looking 275 pounds slimmer on the cover of Men's Health magazine. 275 pounds slimmer. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, that's dinner roll now. Like he's
wow.
Good for him, man.
I saw that guy when he came through. He came through here in Atlanta. Was it maybe a little over a year ago with Post Malone? And he was still a big boy then.
Oh, Zambic.
I was about to ask. You think you got it honest?
Yeah,
man.
I'm not even mad about it though. I'm not
Me
even mad
neither.
about it. Like, get healthy, folks.
By any means necessary, man. Shout out to you, brother, man. It can be done.
Fan.
Yo, man, from one magazine cover to another, man. The Golden Globes winner and multi-hyphenate Tiana Taylor lights the way in a statuesque style on the winter cover of Vanity Fair magazine. Okay.
Ooh. That is a Lady Liberty I would absolutely visit on her island.
Do you know the original Statue of Liberty was a black woman, but America sent France back direction, said, tone it down a little bit, a little too black for us.
Wow.
Yo, man, they gave that to us as a gift. How you going to ask for a revision?
Yeah, and they did leave the chains at the bottom of her feet. So I do like that picture of her as the original Statue of Liberty. It was supposed to be about the ending of slavery.
Oh, wow. I had no idea, Claudia.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There we go.
Learn
Thank you.
something new every day,
Guys,
y'all.
side dish, I don't know if you guys know this or not. We talk a lot of trash and we get into some goofy-ish, but this is also educational programming. So take notes.
Of course.
I don't know what it would take for us to get like some level of accreditation to people who like rock with us daily can get some sort of like, honorary doctorate at the end of it. Like, look into that.
Or nominated for awards, maybe. We can get some of those as a group.
Yeah, we got to get our awards nominations up. We really got to work on that. Last but certainly not least, media mogul Oprah Winfrey, Mama O herself, looking slam, tram, and stronger than ever on the cover of People magazine. The truth about my weight loss.
Another Zambic.
She looks great.
And I'm not mad at that either. She looks good. Rich and good. So expensive.
I wonder if like later on in revisionist history, they're going to be like, yeah, Oprah, the inventor of Ozempic. It's like how they used to say Master P was the inventor of the MP3. And like people was like, oh, yeah,
that's
MP,
right.
that makes sense. Okay, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, who's getting the crown this week? Who y'all giving it to?
I'm gonna go against what I would normally pick. I'm going with Jelly Roll just because the fact that man made such a huge accomplishment. I want to give credit because it is super hard to lose 10 pounds, never mind 275 pounds. He lost like a bad boyfriend and a half. You know what I'm saying? So that is amazing. I think that is great. 275 pounds. That's a human and a half.
I also got respect for Jelly Roll because he stayed in the game. Like for whatever it was, I think he was in his like late 30s or something when he got his first like music breakthrough at all. And so it's just like it takes a lot to stick through it, you know?
Hell yeah. Because like a year ago, he would have been like on Food Aficionado magazine. And to lose enough weight to be on Men's Health, like, sir, I salute your efforts.
With the name Jelly Roll too.
Yeah.
It's always a
All right, I'm going to jump in here and do this right now before HK does it. I got to give it up to Tiana Taylor. Just an interesting note is if she and I got married, her last name would still begin with a T. That's not Tiana. There she is. Yeah, I would even take her last name, Tiana. I will be Tanner Taylor if you're listening. I like that shot there, the one on the left where she's like, it's like wet and the American flag's on that table back there. That was my favorite out of this little
Her body is just perfection. That woman's body, the abs, the booty, the boobs, the little waist, and she's so sexy and can dance, and she's just I love her.
Yeah, some people are born and others are chiseled.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She's chiseled out. Well, plot twist, I'm running up for Tessa Thompson because Marvel and something about those eyes. Something about those eyes. Yeah, like they really pull you in like it's a tractor beam. So, shout out to everybody, man. Everybody's doing anything this week. Across the board.
This is a great photo of her. I hope she has this framed.
Her legs are amazing. She's a great leg.
Yeah.
All right, keeping that same Friday vibe, we've got some flick picks for you if you're looking for something to watch this weekend. Now, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon reunite for their Netflix thriller, The Rip, where Miami cop sees millions in cash at an old stash house. But when the secret leaks and loyalty is lost, no one can be trusted. Let's roll the trailer.
Crime Stopper tip come in. Just now? Yep. How you doing this evening, miss?
Nothing better.
You mind if we come inside?
I don't have any drugs.
Dog's not trained to detect drugs. The dog's trained to detect money. That can't be. Is that real? That's a $20 million rip. It'll be so much easier if we just stole this money. What did you say?
In the city of Miami, this
Widespread criminal corruption. This is my crime scene. I will run it the way I see fit.
You are not running this.
There are eyes everywhere.
Tell me what's going on.
AWTGG. What does it mean?
Are we the good guys?
Yeah, those two don't miss.
Yeah, that looks good. And I don't even like action movies like that. That looks good.
Yeah, shout to Netflix, man. They coming with it. Last but not least, we have 28 years later, The Bone Temple, which is actually a horror movie and not the story of Selena Powell. And this is the 4th installment in the 28 years later franchise. Take a look.
Yeah, watch that.
I've been developing an idea about the infection. I believe it can be treated.
Our time is running out. Are you ready?
Man, I don't know if y'all saw the last one, but this movie pretty much picks up right where that left off. I didn't even know they was hitting you with them back to back because we had to wait like almost 20 years for the third 28 years later. So,
oh, it's good. There were some good ones this week.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes is always playing a guy who's figuring things out. Like he's never sounded stressed. You know what I'm saying? Even when he was Voldemort, he was all like, "Bring me the boy," and in this one, he's like, "I can fix the zombies." You know, like he's always got it together. He's always got a plan.
Shout out to people who got the answers always, like for real.
I would like to see the three of us in a movie.
Yo, so pitch the plot. Like, what's happening?
I don't know. I have to think about this. I think I will definitely have a sex scene for Tanner, definitely, because he has like the porn star mustache a little bit. And I think Headkrack, you're definitely gonna be like the brainiac. Like you're the one that would be at the keyboard trying to save us on the Matrix. You be that guy.
I'm the man in the chair. I don't get to bust my gun. I don't get to see no action. God damn,
the man in the chair.
Yo,
no, and you get. And I'm gonna kill kids.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of practice in movies.
Holy moly!
Fair enough. So we're like over here, like trying to find the professional kid killer.
Those are the characters. We have to work up the storyline, but the character development, we got that down. Tanner, every time you come out, porn music plays.
Yeah, you know what, Claudia? Few people recognize my gifts the way that you do, and
I'm very perceptive. Yeah. I got you, friend.
Eye for talent she has. Yo, man, off the break we go, but we come back. We here, y'all, with the question of the day. All hands on deck. We'll see y'all in 2.
Claudia's like, I got.
Side this time for that question of the day. Let's set it up, shall we? Now, you just finished training. You learned the script. You wore the uniform. You took the job. You did the overtime, the double shift, and went above and beyond for the love of money. Bone Thugs voice. Then payday finally hits, and you check for the DD. That's that direct deposit. Then you see the number. You start doing the mathematicals, and you don't even really need to do a calculator for this, because that's the moment you realize that the job is costing you more than it's paying you. So I ask y'all, what was your first "this ain't worth it" check?
Claudia, why are you laughing so hard? Claudia, wait. What do you...
I'll go with radio in Dallas, because I could not stand my co-host. He had these corny jokes, and I had to get up every day at 3:30 in the morning and like be in a room with them for 5 hours, not 4. And I'm like, the check, I'm like, absolutely not worth it. It wasn't fun. You know, you'll work for less money if it's fun for a little while. And then, you know what I mean? Like, but it was hard. It was painful. How about you guys?
I mean, like, it's never been like a long-term job. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I will definitely like not show up for anything that is not fun. Like, cause I left something that paid well that wasn't fun. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like, you know, sometimes you might take a gig or a booking and be like, well, damn, man, like, oh, once I got booked for this thing and like they paid me before I got there, and it was one of those things where they had mad vendors. I pretty much gave the money back to everyone before I left. And I got in the car with a big old basket of things, like, and it was just like, damn, man, I'd have like had more money if I just stayed home.
I remember, so my dad had his own like little trucking company, and I was probably like 12 or 13, and he hired me. So it was my very first job. I was working for my dad, working around the truck shop, and he told me how much I was going to make an hour, and it was like $8 an hour or something like that. Not crazy money. I didn't have any skills, and this was the 90s. And in my head, I was like, all right, well, I'm working this many hours, and it's 2 weeks at a time. And I'd done all the math in my head, and I was so excited to get that first paycheck. I was like, this is great, because he put me on the payroll. He wouldn't just pay me out. I got a check. And when I got that check, it was like, 60% of whatever the math I had done in my head. And I was like, wait, what is this? This can't be right. And that was when I got my education about taxes. And I got real salty on that job after that. I was just like, man, I'm pushing this broom around knowing that I'm not getting my full $8 an hour or whatever it was.
I see why drug deal is drug deal, because like you do all the work to get like, why do I got to pay all this money? No. Y'all ever have a paper route? Either one of you have a paper route?
Never had a paper route, but I remember one time me and my friends in the building, we were hustling. You know how like they come out with them little value pack coupon things? Like we was going door to door selling them, but they weren't for sale. That's just what we were doing.
So okay.
Oh no, see, you were organizing efficient delivery of savings.
And if I had the foresight that I have now, brother, I would have worded it that way. Like, like I remember we lived in a big apartment building. So we like ringing the doorbell, like, and one lady's like, aren't these usually free? Like, nah, not this month, ma'am. We just want somebody to get some pizza and go to Optimos and play video games.
I had a paper route and 70 customers on my route that I had put on my dirt bike in my paper route bag. And one customer got the paper 7 days a week, including those thick Sunday papers. And this raggedy gave me a 30-cent tip every week. That was my pay.
Yo, do you have pictures of you on a dirt bike? And
I was about to say,
like Meek Mill or like a regular like pedal joint, like in the movie Rad?
What was the first option?
Like a motorized one, like how Meek Mill be riding?
Real one.
Yo,
dirt bike.
Claudia on a dirt bike flinging papers. That's wild.
30 cents. All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got everyone's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? We'll be back after this.
You had it. it's time for everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? All right, now when cruising gets you snatched by the collar, 38-year-old Minnesota mom was on a Carnival cruise when she went full mama bear after spotting a group of teens running and assuming that they were the ones who bullied her son.
But trailing behind that group was another teen who had nothing to do with it. Now, cops said she took off running, tackled the teen from behind, slammed him to the deck, and yanked him by the collar.
And allegedly, she called him a little MFer. Mind you, the teen just saw people running and did what we all do. They ran too. Next thing you know, he's in a WWE match with somebody's ma.
Now, once security pulled her off, she admitted she attacked the wrong kid, but good news, the teen wasn't hurt. Bad news, once that ship docked in Miami, mama caught a child abuse charge.
Now, cruises are supposed to come with unlimited drinks, not unlimited charges. She was booked and her bond was set at $2,500. Whose cousin is this?
Did we say Carnival?
Written all over. Exactly. Carnival and $2,500. And she said, you little motherfucker. That's a black woman with big arms.
Yeah.
Big arms.
With big arms?
Yep.
Like when you say big arms, like big muscular arms, or like the little like wings, the dangle.
And she's a good cook. Good cook. She's a wig, black woman, wig, big arms. Or extremely skinny, but she's a black woman.
I'm locked in on that.
Tanner, your cousins take Carnival cruise? They don't. You know
that.
Yeah,
no, you can't. Listen, I got some WT cousins, some white trash cousins, and they can be found like pros anywhere, like anywhere and everywhere in the nation, and they can be found on Carnival Cruise. I do think this is possibly my cousin, but Claudia, you make a strong case.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like this is a Montgomery boat brawl cousins, like but the ones on the winner's side.
Never forget.
Never forget. All right, let's see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Move that van.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Not the big arms, but in the
I
game.
said big arms or extremely skinny. Yep.
Oh, okay. On the spectrum.
Petra and Gransberry. I ain't never met a Petra.
And she looks like not remorseful. She's like, and I'll do it again.
And
why wouldn't I?
Petra
She looks like
and
she's actually in shape.
Hansberry. She show you them hands. Like I think we should normalize, like, you know, like if you attack my kid, man, you deserve to be fought.
Exactly. I don't see what the problem is. Why do they charge her?
Well,
the wrong kid.
They take maritime crime very seriously.
What,
you know what I mean?
What is we need to do side dish live from sea and like do it on like a Carnival cruise ship for like a week. Wouldn't that be dope?
Can we at least do Royal Caribbean?
Royal Caribbean?
Yeah.
We don't want to do Carnival. My toilet to be working on my cruises.
I mean, beggars can't be choosers. We'll take any.
You guys have a good weekend.
Bye.